We were talking about this increment and decrement operator. Okay, so there are two versions. One is prefix, one is postfix. So the prefix is this one. This one we are using postfix. Postfix. Okay, so in postfix, first the sentence, the statement will execute. In this case, the basic operation is this plus the value of x and the value of y will be added together, and the result will be placed in the variable sum, and after that the value of x will be incremented by 1. So therefore, the value of x is y, and the value of x is 5, and the value of y is 10. So 10 plus 5, 15. 15 will be placed in the variable sum, and after that the value of x will be incremented. And if we see out this also, the value of x now equal to x. Can you hear me, all of you now? Is okay?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So if you see, save it, don't forget to save. Uh, and if we run again, oh sorry, I should use some backslash. Okay, save again and run. Can you see the result now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you see this is the way how the postfix is working. So the value, first this plus operation will be done, the value will be added together, the result will be placed in the sum, and after once this is completed, then the the value of x will be incremented by 1. So if I just change this uh, x plus plus to plus plus x, so now became a prefix. Okay, now became prefix. Okay, so now you see the result will be totally different. Let's run again. If you can see, now the sum is 16 and previously the sum was 15. So it means first the value of x will be incremented by 1 and will become 6, and then it will be added to the value of y, which is 10. So 10 plus 6 will become 16. Okay, so it works like this. The same applies on minus minus also. Okay, so I hope you will apply by yourself the minus minus one. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah. So this one is, see, the plus plus and minus operator can be used in a complex sentence also, in an expression also. Yes, actually it can be used in many different complex sentences. For example, if I write like this, uh, multiplied by 12 divided by 5, okay, and so on. You can make it as complicated as you want, but its role will be its own place. So first of all, it will be incremented, then the rest of operation will be applied according to the operator precedence. So first multiplication will be done, then division, and then the plus, and in this way the result will be generated. We have already studied about this. Okay, so if we look at this example, for example, int num and value equal to 2. So we have two variables, one is num, one is value, val, and the value has a value 12. The num don't have any value yet. So if we write cout val plus plus, so you see this is a postfix version. So first the display will occur, okay, it will display 12 because first the display will occur, and once the display completes, then the value of the variable will be plus plus increased by 1. And if we write the prefix version cout plus plus 1, it will become yeah, this time you see it will become 14. Why? Because it already become 13 before at this place, and after that we again incremented. Note the point. Here is like a hidden increment one time. Okay, so now it will display 14. The same goes for minus minus. So minus minus 1. So this time 1 will be decremented first. So the 14 will become 13, and then the 13 value will be assigned to the num, and then num equal to value minus minus, but this time is postfix. Okay, so postfix, the value of this one, which is 13, it will be again assigned to the num and will replace the existing value, and after the assignment it will be decreased by 1 again and will become 12. I hope it's clear. Is it okay?
Okay.
Can you repeat again? I just bit confused, sir.
Okay, let me copy the same thing, okay, into the program. Hopefully it will work. Okay, let's see. You see int num. Can you see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we have two variables, one num and one val. So the val has a value, the num don't have any value. So we write uh, cout val plus plus. So it will display 12 because we use the postfix version. First the display will occur, okay, and then the value of val will be incremented by 1. And you see at line number 9, it will become 13 because it's already incremented at line number 12. Okay, so sorry, at line number 8. So at line number 10, when we do cout, but the prefix version plus plus 1, so it was 13 already. Now again it will become 14 first due to the prefix version, and then the value will be displayed, which will be 14. And after that, if we write num equal to minus minus value, so you see here its value is still the same 14 because it is already incremented at line number 10, so it will not increment again. So now we are assigning this value part with the version of minus minus, so it means decrease 1 from the value of val, which is 14. So when we decrease 1, it will become 13, and the 13 value will be assigned to the num. Okay, now the num has a value 13, but at line number 14 we again say that num equal to val minus minus. So whatever the value of val is, which is actually 13, will be reassigned to num. Okay, then once the assignment completes, then it will display the value. So let's do this one. Let me display here the value of num. Okay, but I think I should use \n, save it, let's run. Oh, mistake is there. After here, I should use this. Save again and run. Oh, so here I should use another cout um, \n. Yes, save again and run. Okay, if you see here now, uh, 12, 14, and 13. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If any confusion, then I will run more example. But I think should be clear. Any one of you, please don't shy. If any one of you still confused, no problem. It's your right to be confused. I will explain again and again. Is it okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Anyone? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. How to know that we should use prefix or postfix?
Yeah, a good question. Actually, it depends on the situation. Okay, for example, if you are counting something, okay, and in that counting, okay, one thing more, later on in coming example we will explain, and we will use this too much, it will be more clear. But in a real life situation, if you are counting something, okay, and then after counting you want to assign the value of count to some other variable, okay, so depends if you want to increment the value first and then assign, then use the prefix value. And if the assignment is important first and after that you want increment, so then you use the postfix version. So actually from the problem, it is quite clear when someone give you a problem to write a program for this. So this situation is hidden in that problem there. Okay, but there is no specific rules that you will have must to do the that you will must use prefix where and postfix where. Actually the same thing you can do, you can achieve the same result by both operations if you want. It's not a big issue. Yeah, but there is no fixed example that I should tell you at this place you should use this one, and at the point is that you want incrementation first or you want the other operation first. So in this situation you will have to decide. Okay, let's go ahead. Like this one, you see, like result equal to num1 plus plus. So the whatever value num1 has, whatever value num1 has, okay, the value of num1 plus, this is a separate plus, and this one is the prefix minus minus. So the value of num2 will be decrement first by 1. Okay, let's give to num1 a value 5, okay, and num2 a value 6. Okay, now you see here the value of num2 will decrease first by 1, it will become 5 first, and then plus with this num1 value which is also 5, okay, then 5 plus 5 will be assigned to result. And once this assignment complete, after that this value will be incremented by 1. So you see in this case we want like this, that this value should decrease first, and then the result should be calculated, and after that the num1 should be the num1 should be increased. So you see, it's, if the situation is like this, then you can use in this way. It depends on the situation, whatever result you want to generate. Okay, and it must be applied to something that has a location in memory. It meaning to say that the plus plus only applied, the plus plus, okay, or minus minus, both increment and decrement operator will be only applied on variables. You cannot apply on something else other than variable. For example, you cannot say like this 5 plus plus. 5 is constant. It doesn't have any location in memory. Okay, so you cannot do like this. It can only apply on variables. Okay, and can be used in relational expression also. So you see, you can use like this also, that if plus plus minus plus plus num is greater than the limit. So you see, we are not comparing the num with the limit. First we want to increment it, okay, and then we want to compare with the limit. So depends on the situation. Okay, so after this, when if once we know the plus plus and minus minus operator, we are going towards the loops. Okay, so loop is what? Loop is just anything that you repeat several times. Okay, if you want to repeat something several times, the repetition is called loop. Okay, in a graphs, I hope maybe you have seen somewhere like this, that let's suppose if we have this like graph, okay, then the procedure is like this, that we will start from here, we'll go there, and then this one, and then this one. But sometime it is like this also, that an arrow comes to this thing, meaning to say this process should be repeated again and again. If you can't understand this one, in the same way, if you do if we want if we need some operation, let's suppose 5 plus 6, okay, and then again 6 plus something, and then again something. Okay, so you see, it means we are doing plus operation 3 times. So it means we repeated the plus operation 3 times. So this repetition nature is called loop. So you can do anything in a loop, meaning to say you can repeat any operation several times. For example, if someone tell you that display the value from 1 to 100 in ascending order. So you see, we display 1, and then display 2, and then display 3, and then display 4, and then display 5, and then display 6 until 700. So what we did, we repeat the display operation how many times? 100 times. So we repeated the display. So this is called loop. So anything that you are repeating something, that is called loop. Yeah, you see, here is a complete section for repetition. I think we should quickly go through this. Then I will show you. Then it will make easy the concept a bit, and then we will go to the our slides again. So let's go to question number 5. In this section. So you see, now if you read the problem, you see the repetition is actually hidden in the problem. For example, you see, problem is to write a program that prompts the user to input 10 numbers. You see, 10 numbers the user will enter. So enter first number, enter second number, enter third number, fourth number. So you see, repetition is there. Okay. And then find out the summation. So the summation is just one. The summation is also actually goes in a repetition. For example, 1 plus 2 and then the result is 3. Okay, 1 plus 2, let me do for you now, like 1 plus 2, the result is 3, and then again the 3 plus 3, the result is 6, and then plus 4, the result is 10, and then plus 5. You see, the repetition the of plussing is going on. Okay, so these values, the 1 2 3 4 5 6, this will be entered by the user. So you see, the entry is also repeated and the plussing is also repeated. So two actions are repeated here. The average is at the last. Okay, so how to do it? So you see, practically you will realize, like click here to input 10 numbers. So you see, this message will pop up 10 times. So it shows the repetition. For example, if I enter 1 and click OK, it prompt again. So 2, click OK, prompt again. 3, again. 4, and again 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see, 10 times I repeated the entry. So this repetition is called loop. Okay, so these values went into the process. The plussing also was continued, so the plus become 55. Okay, and the average become this one. If we click this button, it will go to this. Yeah, this will be the output. So how it works, the program will start. Okay, then we need three variables. What you see, one variable for the input, one variable for the summation, and one variable for the average. So you try to understand the statement first, the problem first, and actually all the information is hidden in that. So you see how you will decide that how many variables do you need. So you can find out from the problem statement, like the user to input 10 number. So the point is, if the user enter the number, where the number will go, it should store somewhere. So for that purpose, we need a variable, and that variable here is the count. Okay, and next variable, that every time the summation will occur, and the summation also need a variable to hold. Okay, so that one will be the total variable here. Okay, and the third one is the average. So set total, count, and average to 0. So meaning to say, we initialize these three variables, and after that we uh, we start a loop. Okay, this loop is until 5. It's not related to the 10 times, but okay, we cannot change. This is actually the system, their mistake. Okay, I told them one time that there is a problem in that one. Maybe they will fix it. So according to the problem, it should be until 10, but they put 5 here. So okay, no problem. Let's assume that we are doing the repetition 5 times. Okay, so in what we are repeating here, the repetition is read a number. Okay, so this will be repeated, and once we read a number, then we want to do the summation every time. Then what we will do, total equal to total plus n. Okay, and after that we want to increment. You see here increment and decrement operation comes in. Why increment by 1? Because we want the counting to be counted, that we should know how many times we already enter. Okay, so if we enter one time, the increment will be incremented by 1. Okay, so means one time. Second time, the count will be incremented again by 1, so it will show to the computer that you already did 2 times. Third time, fourth time. So you see here now the situation is like this, that we cannot do pre-increment, because pre-increment means that before entering the number you increment first, which is actually not correct. Okay, so your question that where we should use pre and where we should use post. So you see here the situation tells us which one you should use. So here we will use the post increment, because first we need to read the number and then do the total, and then we should do the increment. I think the system will tell me that you are wrong, but actually this is also correct, and you can do like this also. You can do like this also. Let me remove this. Remove this. Yeah, you can do like this also, that first do the counting and then read a number. Okay, and then do the totaling. Okay, so in this way, and after that finish the repetition. Okay, so the repetition will finish until the count reach to this value, when the condition become false. Okay, and after that calculate the average and then display the sum and average, and then stop the system. Okay, so if you check the solution, yeah, you see it is correct, but actually it is correct and the other way also. Okay, so this is the way how repetition works. So if you have realized, actually here two things are repeating. Okay, what is repeating? But even three things. The increment is repeating how many times? According to this condition. If this condition is 5, so 5 times will repeat. If this is 10, then 10 times will be repeated. So the incrementation is repeated 5 times. The reading of number will be repeated 5 times. And the summation will be repeated 5 times. So there are 3 tasks which are repeated 5 times. So this is why this type of working is called loop, and one of the loop in C++ is called while loop. It works like this, that it's check the condition first, okay, that the count is at the beginning equal to 0. So 0 is less than 5. Yes, it is true. If is less than 5, then increment it. So I will increment 0 to 1. Then read a number. Let's suppose the number is 1. Okay, and then total equal to total plus 1. So total value is 0, and then 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So let's suppose the total value will become 1. Okay, then and while when computer reach to this point, it will go back to the condition. Okay, so here the loops comes in. It will check the count again. You see, count this time value is 1. 1 is less than 5. Yes, true. Then increment by 1. So the count become 2. Okay, now read another number which is 2, let's suppose. Okay, then do the summation, total equal to total plus 1. This time the total is already 1 and I entered 2 again. So the 1 plus 2 will become 3 and the value of total will become 3 this time. Okay, so and while it will go back to the condition and will check. the count which is 2 this time. 2 is less than 5? Yes. Condition is still true. If the condition is true, then the body of the while loop will be executed. So increment count by 1 again, it will become 3. Okay, so become 3, then read a number. Let's suppose we enter 3. Okay, then do the summation first. The total equal to total, its total is now 3. 3 plus this 3 equal to 9. So this time the value of total will become 9. Okay, and then go back to the loop. Okay, check that 3 is less than 5. Yes, condition is true. Then increment by 1 again. So it will become 4. Okay. So, and then read a number. Let's suppose we enter 4 this time. And then the totaling will occur again. So total equal to total, whose value is 9. So 9 plus this 4 will become 13. Okay, now go back to the loop. Count is less than 5. Count whose value is 4. Yes, it is less than 5. Then increment. Okay, so it will become 5. And then read a number. Let's suppose we enter 5 this time. Okay, enter 5. And then again the totaling, total equal to total plus n. So the total value is 13 this time. So 13 plus the 5 is equal to 18. So the total value will become 18. Okay, 18. So then, and while it will go back to the loop and check the count, its value is 5 now. 5 is less than 5. Hello guys, 5 is less than 5.
Equal to 5.
5 5 is not less than 5, right? So the condition now become false. Okay, so once the condition become false, then the looping will stop, and then it will come to this line. Then the average will be calculated. The total, which is 18, will be divided by the count, which is 5. So 18 divided by 5 will be calculated, will be average, and then the total, which is 18, and the average, whatever the average is, they will be displayed, and then the whole system will stop. Okay, so this is called looping, and the loop works like this. Any confusion here to anyone? Hello guys. Anyone? No question? So no confusion or total confusion? Huh?
No.
Bit
I
confusion.
I didn't get.
I think there's a bit confusion.
Is a bit confusion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go and write a program. Should we go to the slides first? Okay, let me see what is in the slide first. Okay, so loop is what? A control structure that causes statement or one statement or many statements to repeat. So meaning to say any repetition task is called loop. Okay, and the general format of the while loop is like this. While expression, here will this expression means condition. So here will be some condition. If the condition is true, then this statement will run, and this will run repeat as long as the condition is true. When the condition became false, then it will stop. Okay, so the statement can also be blocked, meaning in curly brackets, meaning to say you can use one statement for repetition or many statements for repetition. Okay, don't worry, let's go ahead. I will show you. So while expression statement, so the expression is evaluated first. This expression may be one number, this may be a relational operator, less than equal to, greater than equal to, it may be logical operators. Okay, so it can be any type of expression. Later I will write some examples for you. So if the condition is true, as I told you, then the statement will run. If the condition became false, then the statement will stop repetition. It is like this. The controls comes to the expression which is condition. If the condition is true, then the statement will run, and after this execution, it will go back to the condition. If the condition is true, it will run again, and it will this process will be continued. True, go back. Okay, if again true, then execute the sentences and go back. This repetition will be continued. Okay, this is a loop. It will be continued as long as this condition is true. Okay, so when this condition become false, okay, then it will not go there, it will go here, and here may be something else, or may the program stop. Okay, so while loop works in this style. Let me run a program for you. Okay, so let's create a new file, while loop. Okay, .cpp. Aslan. Yeah, okay. Should I copy the coding from here just to save a bit time? Okay, so I will delete all these things. Now, if we go through the same problem, that enter a number 10 times, the user will enter any number 10 times, and then we will do the summation of that, and then the average, and we'll display the summation and the average. Okay, so you see we need one value for the count, that uh, how many times the loop run. So we need to have a variable which control the repetition, the number of repetition. One variable for that, one variable for the number, okay, another variable for sum, another variable for average. Is it okay? Hello guys. Then,
So,
Okay.
uh,
yes.
then a while loop. While, okay, you see while loop is the Visual Studio Code give me the block of while just by pressing tab. You see here it is written condition, meaning to say in this parenthesis I will use a condition, and if the condition is true, then this code will run, and here you can put anything that you want. Okay, so our problem is that the user will enter, okay, the problem is that user will enter any number 10 times, okay, one thing, another sum the input values, second task, third task, calculate average, sorry, and fourth time display the values. These four tasks are given. But in these 4 tasks, if you see, we have repetition here 10 times the number entry. We have repetition here to calculate the sum, and the average will be calculated only one time, okay, at the end, and the display will be also done one time. So the two functions are repeated and the two are not. So anything which is repeated we will put here in the body of loop, and anything which is not repeated we will put outside the loop, because that we don't want to repeat. Okay, so the condition should be like this. Here I should start the count equal to 0. I think everything we should start from 0. Okay, initialize everything to 0. Even this one also to 0. Okay, now I will check that while the count is less than 10. Okay, while the count is less than 10, do what? Then do prompt a user cout enter a number. Okay, this prompt will go to user, and then the user will enter the number, say in number. Okay, this will happen. After that, what we will do, we will sum. The sum equal to sum plus the number. Okay, then yeah, that's all. The average and the display we will do later. So at the beginning the count value is 0. 0 is less than 10, yes. Okay, so if it is less than 10, the condition is true. This will message will display, user will enter a number, the sum will be calculated. It will go back. Oh, sorry, one thing we didn't do. We need count plus plus. Okay, count plus plus. You can do like this also. Okay, you can it gives us a message. Oh, sorry, the variable name is wrong. Count plus plus. Okay, then count will become from 0 to 1, and 1 is again less than 10. Do the same thing once again. Count will become 2, 2 is again less than 10. Okay, this process will continue until the count become 10. And once this whole process completed, then we will do calculate the average. Okay, average equal to, I hope you know the formula of average, which is the total sum divided by the number of count. Okay, so it should be count. Okay, semicolon, average will be calculated, and then we will display, display the sum equal to the sum. Okay, new line, and then I should use the average. The average equal to average. Okay. Save everything and let's run. Yeah, can you see the output? enter a number. So I will enter 1. Okay, press enter. You see, we can't see the thing what is going on, but actually after once we enter the number, you see the summation will occur and the count will plus plus, okay, and counts will become 1. 1 is less than 10, so it will ask again. So I will enter 2, okay, 2. The 2, then the count will become plus plus, will become 2. 2 is again less than 10, so it will become, I will enter 3. The 3 is again less than 10. I will enter 4. 4 is again less than 10. 5, and so on like this. Okay, you see, at the number 10 it became stopped, because when the count become uh, 10, so 10 is not less than 10 anymore, the condition become false, and then the average and the sum, average is calculated, and then the average and sum are displayed. Can you see? Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now is somehow clear?
It's clear, sir.
Okay, very good. Anyone who is still confused? No one is confused. That's great. Okay, now you see I am modifying the program. You see this thing I am commenting. Okay, I am commenting this thing. I am doing this one here. Did you realize? Count plus plus is less than 10. So you see I can use like that. So no need to write a separate line. I can save the line. Okay, and it will work in the same way. Let me save it. Okay, let's clear this result. Okay, and run. You see, in the same way, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 is working in the same way, right? Okay, what do you think if I use prefix? Any idea? If I use prefix,
No idea, sir.
no idea. Okay, what this will result? This will decrease one loop. Why? Because previously it was starting from 0, now it is starting from 1, because before the comparison the value will become 1 first. Okay, so it will become 1 first. So 1 is less than 10. You see previously was 0 is less than 10. So now the starting is from 1. It is not from 0. So what will happen? As a result, one iteration will be less. Okay, so this will accept 9 numbers from me, not 10. Okay, you see, look at this. Enter a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, it didn't took from me the 10th number. Did you realize the difference? Hello
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Relax.
So you see the question that someone asked, that where to use prefix and where to use postfix. So you see here I can see that the prefix result the prefix make me wrong because I want 10 numbers. And if I use like this, then it will make my processing wrong. So there is one way to fix it. How? You see, the condition I will change. The condition will change like this: less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to. If I do like this, then still okay. You see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. I'm typing there, not there. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, still 10, and the result is the same. I hope you get what I mean. Actually, you see, the programming is just like a tool. The tools like DIY tools. You know the DIY tools? You have the tools, you have the screw, you have the plier, you have all the tools. So now it depends on you how you want to use it to solve your problem. Okay, there is no predefined rules that you will must use this thing like this thing like this. No, it depends on your creativity. It depends on your way of solving problems, how you want to solve a problem. Okay, and actually every person is unique, every human being is unique, everybody way of thinking is different. Someone who thinks like this, someone thinks in different way, someone thinks in different way. So it depends on you how you want to solve the problem. Hello guys,
Yes, sir.
is clear, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I don't want to use the plus plus, let's suppose, I actually can use, okay, there is one question, I will go to that later. I can do like this also, count equal to count plus 1. So you see, it has the same effect that like the count plus plus. So if I run it, it will have the same effect. You see? Oh, what happened? Uh, I think I missed some number. It got 11 values. Oh, 11 values because I changed this one. Yeah,
Double.
you see? Yeah. So is it correct? Computer is correct. Okay, so you see the effect of count equal to count plus 1 and count plus plus, it is the same. Is it okay? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, if it is clear, then I have a homework for you. Okay, let me show you where I have this one. If you look at this, you see, if I run this one, you see, enter a number, but I don't know that this is the first number or this is the second number or this is the third number. You see, I enter 1. Again, enter a number. I don't know how many times I enter, let's suppose, and how many times I will enter more. So 2, you see, there is no like this. Can we do like this? You see, like enter first number, enter second number, enter third number, and fourth number, and fifth number, and sixth number, and seventh, and eighth, and 10. Okay, in C++ you cannot do the subscript. Okay, the subscript which goes up, you can write like this, no problem. Can you do like this? Will you be able to write the message in this way? The same coding, just change the message. Okay, so this is actually uh, your homework. I don't know. Okay, I will not give you any clue. Okay, so let's see how you can do. I will share the homework on Elip and we'll create a link for you. Is it okay? Or you don't
Yes,
want homework in the Christmas?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the deadline is after Christmas when you finish everything, and it's not compulsory. Okay, it's just like enjoying and play with the code. Okay, let's proceed. This is while loop working again. You see while loop how works. Test this expression. Number is less than 5. If the expression is true, perform this. Okay, and after this you see go back. Okay, test this expression. If it is true, do this. Go back. So again and again and again until the condition became false. This is the way, like control comes here, check the condition. If condition is true, then print this, then do this. Go back, check the condition. I hope is clear now. Okay, so this is called, the while loop is called sorry, I think I didn't forgot the question. Let me see the question. Uh, is count an existing integer in the program? How does the program know that the count is how many numbers you put? Yes, a very good question. You see, let's go to this one. You see, let me show you the question once again if you didn't know. You see, who is Nora? I can't pronounce your name properly, but okay. Uh, he he is asking that the count is existing integer in the program. Yes, you see, int count. One thing. This is the answer to your first question. Second one, how does the program know that count is how many time or how many number you put? You see, the computer know at the beginning that I put 0 in this. Is it okay? Clear? Computer know that count equal to 0, so its value is 0. Okay? And after that computer will increment its value from 0 to 1. So actually in a compute it is like a box. Okay, it's like a box where its name is count. Okay, count, and its value is at the beginning. Every time when the word count comes in the coding, computer will go to the memory and will check that count exists or not. If count exists, then we'll check the value, how much value it has. Then we'll read the value and we'll compare with this. Okay, so if the comparison correct is true, it will go here. If once the comparison become false, the looping will stop. And this is why the while loop is called pre-test. Pre means before. You should remember and make a reference with prepared. Pre means before and test. So pre-test means the while loop first of all check the condition. Pre-test. While loop first of all checking the condition. Check the test. Okay. If the condition is true, then this is called body, B-O-D-Y. Okay. Body of while. Okay, the body of while may be one sentence or it may be many sentences. Okay, many sentences. Hello, did you get answer for the question? Okay, great. Okay, good. Yeah, it was a good question. Anyone else? If any confusion? Okay, if not, let's go ahead. So you see this one, that the loop is a pre-test loop. It checks the condition first and then it will. Okay, watch out for infinite loop. Okay, infinite loop is such a loop which never ever ends, where the condition never become false. Okay, such a loop, you see, the loop must contain code to make the expression false. There must be one statement which slowly go near to make the condition false. Okay, if there is no such value, okay, that makes the condition false, then the condition will be true forever. And once the condition is true forever, then the loop will run again and again and again and again. Okay, so in this way, it will become infinite loop. For example, you see, if I use like this, okay, maybe in the same way also, less than or equal to, and if I comment this, okay, count equal to 0, 0 is less than 10, yes, then do this. Okay, now let's run the loop. You say enter a number, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, as many times as you enter. Okay, you see, it's keep going and never ends. If you can see the blinking, yeah, it means it's keep going. Can you see the cursor here? You see, I cannot even bring the cursor down. So it's keep going, then you will press Control Alt and there is a break statement. Control Alt break. Yeah. So then it will stop. So this is called infinite. Hello guys, did you understand the concept of infinite loop?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So always take care of this thing, that it must be okay. This variable, you see the count variable. Oh, my computer, I think still hang. Yeah, keep waiting. No, close it. Yeah, you see the drawback of infinite loop. I thought it was stop, but actually it wasn't. So it was keep going until the computer couldn't support and give me a message. So what happened? The whole system crashed. Okay. So if you do such a programming, then the system will crash every time, and the user nobody like this. Okay, so be careful about the infinite loop. Okay, now this, you see, from this perspective, if you look at the variable, this count variable is very important variable actually. You see, it play a role in the condition, it play a role in the number of loop. This is the variable who will control the loop, that how many times the loop should repeat. Okay, if this variable is mishandled, you will get infinite loop, and thus it will crash the whole system. Okay, so this variable is called loop variable. It is also called loop variable. Okay, because this is the main variable which controls the loop. Okay, so another homework, that can you do the same output but using the minus minus operator, not plus plus. How to use minus minus operator? Do you have any idea? I think this one also I should left for you, that you should little bit think. Then you will get a habit of thinking and problem solving, and which is the main objective of this course. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, infinite loop is, this one is also infinite loop. You see, int number equal to 1 and while number which is 1, 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is less than 5. Then display hello. Okay, so you see, after that the number is not incremented. Okay, then every time the value of number is 1 and the condition is true, again true, again true, again true, uh, until the computer RAM, the memory, cannot support anymore. And then the computer, the operating system comes in and will stop the program, like the Visual Studio. Okay, so operating system will come, will realize that something is going wrong. Okay, then the operating system will stop the Visual Studio code. Okay, using the while loop for input validation. Okay, you can actually do input validation also. For example, if someone else someone enter a value, you can check that the value is true or false, or the value, you can apply different testing on that. Okay, that is called input validation. Okay, this is the general pseudocode for the while loop, like read an item of input while the input is valid, display the error message, and read an input again, and go ahead and again. So if, let's suppose, if you are entering a marks of a student, 100 student you want to enter, so you can write a while loop and you can check before any calculation, you can check that the numbers are correct or not. For example, the marks must be greater than 0 and less than 100, so you can check like that. Like this, you see number is greater than 10, then check invalid entry. Enter a number less than 10. You see in a number. While number is greater than 10, then you display like this. Otherwise, yeah. So you see, it checked that if it is greater than 10, then display the invalid entry, because because we want a number less than 10 and the user enter greater than 10. So make it invalid and ask again. Okay, this is the for that and the example. Okay, this variable, the count, this is called counter also. You see, the counter is a variable that increments and decrements each time a loop repeats. Okay, and can be used to control the execution of a loop. As I told you, this is the only variable which control the whole loop. Okay, and this is why it is called loop control variable, and must be initialized before entering the loop. Okay, this is also very important point. You see, it must be initialized. You see, like this, if I do like this, you see, int count. Okay, I didn't assign any value. Okay, even though I will uncomment this. Okay, you see, if I run, what will happen? You see, just this thing happen, nothing. Why? Do you have any idea? Do you, why that the loop didn't ask for this thing, enter a value?
The program does not know the count value.
Actually, the program no. Okay, let me show you. let me show you C out. You see the program actually know C out the value of count. Okay, so the value of count, let me put backslash n. Okay, the value of count equal to count semicolon. Save it. You see, run. Can you see the value of count?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You see, so it is how many thousand? Four. Oh my God, quite big number. 42,000. No, 420,000. I don't know how much is it. Sorry. Okay. So 4201184. Quite big number. So you see this much number, which is surely greater than 10. No, it is not less than 10. You see, this number is not less than 10. So the condition is false at the very beginning. This is why no message come out. But the question is that how this number came from where? Do you have any idea about this? This number
As key
came from where?
values.
No. This number is called garbage number. Garbage is just like a, I think in Malay it is called sampa or what? Yeah, it's a garbage number. So the computer nature is like this, that if you don't assign, you don't give any value to any variable, okay, then computer will give a garbage number. Any random value will be assigned to the variable, and it may be any number. Yeah, you see, let's run once again. Oh, it's the same number. It is possible that next time is different number. Okay, yeah. So any random number will be assigned. So this is, you see, this is also a good point, that must initialize before the loop variable must initialize before the loop. Okay, and once it enters the loop, then we make sure 100% sure that increment or decrement, otherwise it will become infinite loop. Okay, the increment decrement version I am leaving for you people. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, program I already told for you. So another type of loop, the concept is 100% same. The only difference is that this loop check the condition at the end. You see, like the wordings, do what? Do any sentence. You see, do without any condition, no condition is there. Okay, directly do, and once you finish the statement, then check the condition. So it's the same type of loop, but it is post condition. The while loop is pre-condition, pre-test loop. This one is post-test loop. And this, you see, another difference is this one. This semicolon is compulsory. Don't forget about this. Some people forgetting this one also. So it works exactly the same, but it's check the condition at the end. Okay. So it is like this. When the control comes here, the statement will run first, and then the condition will check. If the condition is true, it will go back. Okay, and the statement will run and go again and again and again. So the only difference that you see, let's suppose the condition is false at the very beginning. For example, let's suppose the count is, I will write C for count. Count is 11. And if I write count is less than 10, okay, you see the condition is false already, right? At the very beginning the condition is false, but when the control comes, it will display, it will do the operation one time first, then it will check, and it will check, when check it is false, then it will go out. So what happened, one time, you see, one time at least the loop will run, as opposite to the while loop. In a while loop, if the condition is false, okay, it will never run. Okay, this is the only difference between while and do while. Like you see, int x equal to 1, do what, you see, display the value, while x is less than 0. So you see, x is not less than 0, x is 1, right? X is not less than 0. The condition is already false, but the statement will display one time. You see, although the test expression is false, this loop will execute one time because the do while is post-test loop. Okay, let me write the same task by using do while loop. Okay, should I copy this? Do while dot cpp. Delete all these things. I just want to leave the variables. Okay, this should be equal to 0. Now do, okay, you see, once you type the word do, and if you press after that tab, the Visual Studio Code will automatically give you the template. So do, then the code, and after that condition, and then a semicolon. So do what? I will just say, okay, the same concept. Cout, enter backslash and enter a number, okay, semicolon, C in number, semicolon, sum equal to sum plus 1. You should tell me this time. I should not make mistake. And after that, what should I do? The count should be plus plus. Oh, yeah, okay, good. And here I will use the condition at the very end, while count is less than 10. And after the while loop, I will calculate average equal to sum divided by count, and then I will display cout the sum equal to sum, new line, and the average equal to average. Should be okay? What do you think? Let's run.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, enter a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Oh, average is 1. Why? Oh, you see, what's the problem? Can you understand? I did like this. You see, sum equal to 1, sum equal to not 1, sum equal to sum plus number. Okay, this was the mistake. Let's run again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now is the same result. Is it okay? Now you see, if I make the condition false at the very beginning, count equal to 10. So 10 is less than 10. Hello guys. 10 is less than 10. So
No.
condition is false. Condition is false, right?
Yes.
Okay. But still, if I run the program, it will run one time. You see, it will say enter a number. So I will enter 1. Okay. You see, sum equal to 1, average equal to 0. Okay. At least one time run. But on the other hand, you see, go to while loop. This is the while loop. Okay. Go to while loop. Count is equal to 10. Okay. That condition false at the beginning. 10 is less than 10. No. If no, then you see, run it. Oh my gosh. It should not be equal to. Okay. Here the condition is less than equal to. Should not be equal to. So now you see no result, just sum equal to 0, average equal to 0. And why this display? Because this is outside the body of the loop. It doesn't depend on the loop. This is why this sentence is displayed. Is it okay? So the difference between the while and do while, that the do will check at least, the do will run at least one time. So maybe you are thinking that, okay, which one we should use? And where we should use do, where we should use while. So sometime in a real life, there is a situation that you want to give at least one chance to a user. Okay, for example, if there is a game that you want to give at least one chance to everyone at the first level, and in the second level you give a second chance based on some performance, based on some condition. So you want to give free chance to everyone, then use do while loop. Okay, and if you want that no, everybody should fulfill condition first, okay, then use while loop. Okay, so these are the two loops. This example you can learn by yourself. Yeah, loop always execute at least once. Yeah, the do while loop. And execution continues as long as the expression is true, exactly like the other, and it will become false. Once it becomes false, then it will stop. Okay, and it is used in a menu driven program also. Menu driven, I already told you last time. Should be okay. Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, let me finish this one also, then almost done. Then I think we should finish. Just the loop concept we will finish today, and the files we will study next time. Maybe you will be in a hurry, for you are even sorry for that, but quickly. Okay, the for loop is also the same type of loop just the style of writing is different, okay, and it is very useful for counter control loop, meaning to say if you already know in advance that how many times the loop should run, then it should you should use a for loop, and its writing style is like this, okay, that the word for and then initialization and then testing means condition comes here and then update the increment and decrement comes here and then the body of the loop, and the body of loop may be one sentence or block of sentence, okay, and no semicolon after the update here, okay, no semicolon here, never put semicolon. If you put semicolon here, this statement will be skipped, this will be not considered body of for, okay. So this is the way how to write for loop, okay. So it's work like this: perform initialization first, number one, and then it will check the test, okay. If the test is true, then the statement will run. If the test is false, then the statement will not run, and after that the update will work. So you see initialization, the flow is like this: initialization first, then check the condition, then come to the statement, and then go to the update. So like 1, then 2, then 3, and this one is the fourth step. It works like this. Okay, for example, you say int count. The int count is, it doesn't have any value at the beginning, but here for count equal to 0, you see this is called initialization. Initial value is given, then the condition count is less than 5, and then count plus plus, and then hello the word. So 5 times the word hello will be displayed, okay. So it works like this. The looping concept is the same. The 1 2 3 4 I already told you, it works like that. You see it goes like this. If the condition is true, it will do like that, count again until as long as the condition is true, it will repeat. Once the condition became false, it will quit. Okay, let me write the same task using for loop. For loop .cpp. Sorry. Okay, let me copy the coding from here and just paste here, delete this stuff. Okay, now I will use here I'm not initializing it, so for, and then I use count equal to 1, and not the point, semicolon after this, and then test. The test will be that as long as the count is less than 5, let's suppose, or the same 110, okay, and not the point, again semicolon, never forget these two semicolon, and then count plus plus, okay. After that, what you should do, you see I will use brackets because I want to do two things. Okay, what I want to do, first I want to, can I copy from there? I think I should copy from here, just this one, if you don't mind. You see cout, enter a number, the number will be entered, and then do the sum, okay, and the calculation, you see then the count will be plus plus, condition will be checked, okay. If count is still less than 10, then this will run again, then again count plus plus, then condition will check. If still true, then this will run again, okay, then count plus plus. In this way, as long as the condition is true, the body of for will run, okay. So if I run this one, you see enter a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So you see why 9? It didn't take the 10th number. Why? Can you tell me the reason? Hello guys. Are you there? Oh my God, no answer. Why? Hello guys. Why? What's the reason? I think you are absent-minded. The reason is that I started from 1. If I started from 0, then it will do 10 times. If I start from 1, it will do 9 times. If I start from 2, it will do 8 times and so on. So depends on your initialization from where you want to start. Okay, so this is the for loop. Go ahead, it works like this. Yeah, I think I explained already. Yeah, so different variations in a for loop. Okay, variations in a for loop is like this. That you see, I declare the variable before the for. I can do like this also. You see, not the point, not the point. You see, I create int inside, int count equal to 0. This is still okay. I can initialize. Okay, so let's save it and let's run it. You see, it still work. Somewhere is a problem. Where was int count? Why count should be okay. I think there is a spelling mistake. Ah, you see, what's the problem? Computer understand this count. Okay, you see this count is not underlined. Can you see? Hello guys, everyone. Important point to understand, to learn new point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so computer can understand this count, but you see the same count computer can't understand here. Why? Because if you remember the scope of variable are blocks of variable, the visibility of variable that last time I explained to you, it comes here. So you see this variable is declared in this block. So you can say it is declared in the child block. And we want to access outside this block in the global space. But computer can't understand in the global space. So it means if you want to use the count variable outside the for loop also, then and declare outside. You see, if I declare here, then no issue. Yeah, if I declare outside, you see, then no issue. Then you see it is in the global space now, then computer can understand this one also, okay? So no issue. But if I declare here, then it will not work. Did you get what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, another variation, if you need some extra variable, you can define inside, let's suppose x equal to 1. You see, I just declare another extra variable here. If I want to use somewhere, I can do this one also. Okay, this is another. Oh, this one should be comma. Yeah, like this. Oh my gosh. This one, the computer one, they both you declare inside. Okay, if I declare like this, int count equal to 0 and x equal to 1, then you see I created two variables here, one semicolon, not the point, one semicolon, and I can create many variables inside. This is also possible. Okay, if you need it. If you don't need, then don't do it. Okay, one variation. Another variation, if I want to cut the updation, the increment and decrement from here, and if I want to do here, I can. You see, from there I cut and I put here, so it still work. Let's save it. Oh, the problem of count is still there, so I should use the count outside to be global. The point is that you see the plus plus I cut from here and put here, it still works. Where is the problem? X. Okay, so here the problem comes of X. Remove this. Okay. X can be used if you want to declare here. Okay, and for declaration you need a word int. Okay, and if I put int again, then the count will be 2 times, and two variable with the same name are not allowed. Okay, so this is why you see it works now in the same way. Yeah. Okay, so these are different variations in for loop. You can write like this. You see, like x equal to y, y equal to int xy declare outside. Okay, and then initialize inside, and then the condition, and then this one. Next variation you can do. You see, 2 plus plus also you can use. You see, 2 plus plus if you want. Can. Okay. You can leave this one also like this. You see, if I put this one outside, see, I cut this part, but you can cut this part, but the semicolon you will must put int count equal to 0. You see, I put the count outside, but you see this semicolon is compulsory. You will must put, meaning to say the for loop looks for 2 semicolon inside the parentheses. Okay, so I put this one outside, I put the plus plus outside, but still works. Save it, run it, it still works. Okay. Oh my god, I am typing where? You are not telling me. I think you are not with me. Are you guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you should stop me. I was typing at wrong place. Okay, so let's quickly finish the for loop. Yeah, all these things can run. Keep running total. Yeah, keep running total. We have already done. You see, the keep running total. You see, it means this one. So we can do keep a running total inside the loop. So in every loop you can do that. You see, like this. He is doing here. So it's like this, then like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, go. Sentinels a value in a list of values that indicates the end of data. Sentinel is a special variable, a special value which terminates the loop. Okay, a special value which terminates the loop. So what will be the special value in our case? The special value, which is called sentinel, will be the value 10. Okay, The value 10 is the special value. When the count get the value 10, the condition will become false and the whole loop will terminate. This is called sentinel. Okay, this one we will study later. It's a special for loop. We will study later. Yeah, so that's all. One thing more I want to give you as a homework. You see, in this repetition, the one I did for you, the second you will do, the third you will do, the fourth you will do by yourself. Okay, and then you see this homework. Please practice all the repetition task in this one. This is the link of the same system I give you. And copy the correct pseudocode in a file once you write, and then draw a flow chart for that, and then write a program for each task. For each task mean that you see you will write for the first one, which I already wrote for you. You will write a program for the second one also. You will write program for the third one and fourth one. Is it okay? Just just to go through different exercises, and then you will get practice and you will learn looping. Okay, you can use a scratch program also. If you are not in hurry, I can show you. If you are in hurry, then we can skip it. Yeah, if you want to understand the loop concept in a visual way, then we can go through the scratch program also. Should I show you or no? Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No problem, sir.
Okay. No problem. Okay, good. Then let's quickly go. You see, I will write like this, that when the green flag click, then you see I need a variable. Okay. I need a variable to control, let's suppose, the 10 times. So I will go to variables and create a variable. I will type the same word count. Okay. And then you see Scratch is doing like this, that it automatically assigns 0. It doesn't assign the random number like C++. Okay, then I will go to this and ask yeah, ask the user and wait, what, enter a number, okay, and then wait. So the user will enter one number, and then I need another variable for the sum, okay, sum, and another variable for the average of average. Okay, then what I will do, then we need plussing, right? So we need a plus operator, okay, and here the number when the user enter, it goes to this answer. Okay, and we need like 3 values, like sum equal to sum plus 2, and in this plussing there is only 2 places, so I want to make it 3. So if I want to make it 3, I will bring another one and I will put here. So you see now no, I think is okay. Yeah, is okay. So I will do like this, that answer plus plus the sum. Yeah, the sum. Answer plus the sum. And this will be assigned to sum. Yeah. Am I correct? Set. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it will be okay. Sum. Sum equal to answer plus the sum. Should be okay. Let's check. Enter a number. Let's suppose 1. Yeah, so the sum value is 1. Yeah, is working. Okay, now we want this task 10 times. So we need a loop, okay? A repeat, you see? A repeat how many times? 10 times. So this is like a for loop, okay? You see, repeat 10 times, ask the user to enter a number and then sum the values. So it will do 10 times. Let's check. 1, yeah, you see? Why the I think the value, you see the value of sum is still 2. So it means we should initialize the value of sum at the beginning. So it makes us wrong. Sum equal to 0. Yeah, so now, yeah, now you see everything becomes 0. Enter a number 1. Yeah, so sum become 1. Enter another one. Sum become 3. Enter another one. Sum becomes 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see that 55. So we didn't calculate the average because we want to calculate the average outside the loop. So then we will do what? That set the average to division. Here we need a division. So go to this, and this will be equal to the average will be equal to the sum divided by the count. Okay, and this will be assigned to the average. Okay, and then say sum equal to, and here, okay, I think here I should put concatenation again. So here I need join. Yeah, this one. Sum equal to what? The variable sum, and put this one here. Say sum equal to sum for 2 seconds. Display this and duplicate this also. One for sum and once for average. Okay, and this time we will put the average variable. Okay, now if you see run, you see everything settled to 0 first. Enter a number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Look at the value of sum. It is keep changing. This is called the running total. Okay, so which number I entered? I think it is 5 or 6. I forgot already. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think yeah, so you see. Oh, average is infinity. Why? Do you know what happened? You see, the count value is not changing. So anything divided by 0 become infinity. Yeah. So this is our mistake. So we will change the value of the count. Okay. The count. We will increase this. So if we want to increase, then we again need plussing. Okay, the plussing. So this plussing will be the count by itself plus 1. Okay, so put this one here, And I think we should display also for us, then we will not make a mistake. Say count. Yeah, I should use join again. Where is join? This one. Say count now equal to count. Yeah, then we will see how much is the count now. You see, start everything. The infinite. You see, we didn't reinitialize the average, but okay, no problem. It doesn't create problem this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I am doing? Let's start. Why the count is still the same? Yeah, you see, we should initialize all the variables first. You see, set average equal to 0, set count equal to 0. At the beginning, everything should become 0, otherwise it may create a problem. So enter a number 1. The count is 1 now. 2, 3, 4. You can reduce the 2 second to 1 second if you want to do quickly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, you see, count is 10 now. Average is this one, sum is this one. So, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, if any confusion, you can ask.